Hello, welcome to this review video of the HGUC RMS-106 Hizack plastic model kit. As you can see right here, it's a very nice looking kit. So let's take a quick look at it from the back there. And back to the front. Yeah, you can see it's a very nice looking kit. Now, with the weapons out of the way, in a nice basic standing pose, let's move on to reviewing the color separation of the kit. You can see right here in the head that the mono eye segment is actually not a black piece, it is a gray piece with a black sticker on it and then a pink eye sticker on that. But it's not really a pain, and it actually does look quite nice. And then, as well, in addition to that, there is also these colored parts on the feet. Those are also stickers. But that's really all there is, to be honest, for color separating stickers. There are a few minor other color inaccuracies. For instance, you're probably going to want to paint these little thrusters there, the small ones on the main leg thrusters. Also, I should probably mention that right here, these like arm cables, they're supposed to go inside the elbow joint, but they don't. They just kind of like attach onto the upper arm here. It's really not a big deal, but that is how it is, and you're probably going to want to paint that as well. Also, right in there, let me bring that close. Yeah, right that bit there in the joint, the top half is yellow, just like the knees, or just like the cables. That is not color separated, so you're going to want to paint that gray, but even if you don't, you probably won't notice. It's not that noticeable. And with the color separation basically out of the way, let's get a nice 360 view of it. So you can see all of its, all the angles of it, and just, you know, in general how it looks. Okay, so now that that's over with, let's move on to articulation. Starting with the arms. Here you can see it can turn quite well, but there is no turning separate from the shoulder of the upper arms. As for the shoulder itself, we're only going about that far due to the armor on that one, but this side does move a bit more. And as for the elbow bend, it's going to go about this far, but not any further, so that's really not great, but it is what it is. And then the shoulder armor here, you can see can move separately from the shoulder up and down a bit. And it's got a bit of side-to-side motion as well, so that's actually quite good. And then moving on to the legs. This is all you're going to get for a knee bend. That's all I can really do. So that's not really great. You can go about that far forward. And then this far back. And that far out. So that's all he's got for the splits. Not really amazing by modern standards at all. And then for the foot, we don't have anything crazy, but it gets the job done. Oh, and right there, there is another place you're going to want to paint. It should be gray there. That's not a big deal, though. And then this is what you get for the front skirt articulation. And sadly, you cannot separate them, unlike you can with most high grades. For the side skirt armor, then, not much articulation, but it's probably about what you'd expect, honestly. And then, as this is an older kit, you get no back skirt movement at all, And also no hole there for an action base. And then here on the backpack, these flaps can move about that far. They do kind of like to pop out a bit, but that's fine. They're really easy to put back in. And then these fins can move basically, you know, where they've got the space to because of the armor. And they move out about that far. So that's quite nice. Although at this range of motion, they are a little bit floppy, but you're not really going to have them there anyway for the most part. The head has no back and forth. It's actually got a very nice up range, and down basically none, but you know, you'd expect that. Most of the time you're going to move it from this side to this side, but he can move his head above the armor there. It's just not going to look quite as nice. And of course, you've got no ab crunch. The torso itself is kind of a brick. And now, on to the accessories, which sadly is kind of where this kit falls a bit short. In the Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam anime, the Hizack had a weak generator, so it couldn't use two beam weapons at the same time. It could be equipped with either a beam rifle and a heat axe, or more commonly a 120mm machine gun and a beam saber. It could also use a missile pack, which would attach to the back skirt armor. And despite the fact that the kit itself does not actually come with that missile pack, there on the back skirt of it, there is actually, if I can just show you here, there is a little clip there for it. And it is actually included in the hard-to-find expansion set from the 80s. The Weapons for Zeta Gundam, I believe it was called, along with basically all of the Hizack's other attachments and weapons. However, as far as the kit itself goes, there's not that much. In fact, this is all you're gonna get. Yep, just one weapon, the machine gun. The magazine does come off if you want it to, which is nice. And then this secondary handle here does have some articulation as well, and it can be held in both hands for an I suppose there, like you saw at the start of the video. Putting that down for a moment, he does also have this shield, which pegs into the arm here, like so. There we go. Although you would want to paint that. This star you see there should be gold, and the rest of it should be brown. But that's not really a big deal. He does also have a trigger finger hand that you can see here to hold the rifle. However, while the Hizack does not come with the beam rifle, it is actually the same one used by the Marasai. And through the magic of buying two of them, comment down below if you recognize that reference, you can see what that would look like. And yes, I have more than a few Hizacks. However, if I take off the hand, there we go, and just real quick, let me remove that. There. You can see it doesn't really fit properly. See the finger can't go in the trigger. Yeah, it just doesn't really fit properly. There we go. Yep. Okay, and let's give that back to him. And you can see it's like it's really wobbly. Oh, and the E-cap fell off. Let's just put that back there. The other thing, then, is that those with a keen eye may have noticed the Hizack's beam saber is actually the same model of beam saber on the outside as the Gabaldi Beta, At least it looks exactly the same. A bit of a cameo of him here. Let's put him back over there. So we can just put that beam saber from that kit, if you have that, in his hand. And you can see it fits quite nicely. And it looks great here. Let's get him into a bit of a beam saber pose here. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, he looks very cool like that with his beam saber. So, now the question is, would you want to buy this for yourself? It is for sure an older kit. It's from 2000, I believe, so it doesn't have the best posability, and it does also lack a lot of accessories, as well as having a few seam lines. You can see the ones running down the legs. Yeah, right. If I can zoom here. Yeah, right here. As well as on the arm, and really overall, there's a few. And focus, please, camera. There we go. However, especially at close to around $10 USD, I think I got this for $13 USD, I would say that if you like the way that this looks, you know, you like the Hizack, as long as you know what you're getting with it, you will probably be happy with this kit. But if you're looking for something modern with like great articulation, a lot of accessories, no stickers or anything, this probably isn't for you. Okay, thank you for watching this review of the HGUC Hizack. If you enjoyed the video, definitely consider dropping a like and subscribe for more, and I do have all of my links and everything in this video's description. And I'll see you next time. Bye.